What's going on, guys? Joel Black here, and what I'm going to be doing today is a WWE Fastlane review kind of thing. So basically on the pre-show, which possibly really shouldn't have been the pre-show, because it was actually a really decent match for saying how many matches they've had. It was Kalisto defeating Alberto Del Rio. First four went to Kalisto with a DQ. Controversial, really, that one. Second four went to Del Rio. He capitalised after hitting Kalisto with a steel chair. Then the third fall went to Kalisto. Obviously, if he won, but it was a roll up pin, which I was like, oh, I thought he would have used the Selena del Sol maybe to win cleanly. Well, not. It wasn't unclean if he roll up pinned, but I just thought he'd have pinned him with his finisher. But that's fine. But it shouldn't have been on the pre-show. I think they're trying to give the pre-show a kick and make you have to watch it by putting that match on there, because it's the US title, really. So I think that was a good call. Then you have Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks defeating Team Bad. Sasha used a submission, the bank statement, to win. That should have gone that way anyway. That was how it personally should have ended. No other way. And I think that's fine for Sasha going into WrestleMania. Now, the Kevin Owens vs Dolph Ziggler match was a really good match, to be honest. Kevin Owens shouting throughout the match. That was brilliant. That shouting at Cole. And I think that was a really funny thing for Kevin Owens to do. And Kevin Owens won the match, defeating Dolph Ziggler. That was great. That was good. The pump up powerbomb, and I don't think it should have ended any other way. Personally, Kevin Owens taking the title into WrestleMania. Hopefully, he's got a worthy opponent. Whether he loses, whether he wins, it doesn't really matter. But personally, I'm glad he's taking it into WrestleMania. Now, this match, Ryback, Big Show, and Kane versus the Wyatt family. Now, I personally thought the Wyatt family was going to take this one, and they didn't. Ryback, Big Show, and Kane won the match, and I was thinking, oh, right. So, I just couldn't understand why WWE wanted them to win. I think it would have pushed the Wyatt family for them to win, but that's how it went. And, yeah. So, the Wyatt family lost. So they played no big part in Fastlane, to be honest. The Wyatt family didn't. Yeah, they had kind of Big Show spearing Braun Strowman. That was kind of a cool thing to do. And then Ryback just shell-shocked. I think it was Luke Harper. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was Luke Harper, I think. And then we had Charlotte versus Brie Bella. Now, with this one, I would have thought either Brie Bella because of the Daniel Bryan segments. But then I also thought Charlotte because Charlotte would take the title on to face Sasha at WrestleMania, and all that would make sense. So Charlotte did defeat Brie Bella, and I think they're going to set up a Charlotte versus Sasha women's title match at WrestleMania. So hopefully we get that. That was good. She ended it with a submission, the figure eight, which was controversial. I mean, Ric Flair getting involved again, climbing into the ring. So hopefully at WrestleMania, Sasha can beat Charlotte and we'll have a new champion. Now this next match was brilliant. Probably one of the best matches of the nights with the main event. AJ Styles defeating Chris Jericho with his submission that I can't remember the name of it, but he hit the Styles Clash and he put the submission on. And Chris Jericho, after probably about 30 seconds, tapped out. And I thought the match itself was brilliant. And you got a big pop for both superstars, they were chanting AJ Styles, Y2J. And I think it was a great match, and it's going to set the future for AJ Styles, hopefully. Going into WrestleMania, he can hopefully pick up another win. Then we have the Cutting Edge segment. This was a brilliant segment, personally, with a New Day. the League of Nations come out, and it's like the New Day and Edge were teaming up on the League of Nations. It was, to be honest, it was really funny. And you see, I was expecting Enzo and Big Cass to come out and debut, but they never. But I think they will in the upcoming weeks of Raw, hopefully. Hopefully we'll see them for the match at WrestleMania, because I think that will be a good match. So, then you've got Axel versus Truth. Okay, I didn't really see this on the when I looked what matches were happening. I didn't see that. So when it come up, I was like, oh, okay. So you have all the social outcasts. They all come out, and then halfway through the match, you've got Goldust who comes down, and he actually starts taking social outcast out, starts beating on him, and then he throws Adam Rose into the ring, and Adam Rose basically costs R-Truth the win, because when he throws him in, he gets in the way, and then R-Truth loses. And then they kind of had this thing where Goldust tries to go in and talk to him, and R-Truth just leaves the ring. So maybe that's them setting up the segment for they're going to be a tag team soon. So hopefully that goes well before WrestleMania, so they can have a match at WrestleMania. I think that's what they're going to do in the upcoming weeks of Raw. I think they'll sort something out and then get an opponent for WrestleMania. Now it's the main event. Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose. Brother versus Beast Brock. When they was introduced, Roman Reigns was booed, Dean Ambrose was cheered, and Brock Lesnar was pretty much cheered. But Roman Reigns was booed. So this could be a problem for Roman Reigns. Dean Ambrose, this was funny in the match. Dean Ambrose slaps Brock Lesnar in the face. Now, I was thinking, oh no. And he's kind of laughing as Brock Lesnar's beating him up. And when he slaps him in the face, Brock Lesnar literally loses his rag, and he starts like kneeing him, and it looks like horrendous. I feel sorry for Dean Ambrose in this match. Then getting later on into the match, Brock Lesnar gets put through two announce tables, and then after that he comes back into the ring after Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns have been fighting. Roman Reigns was going for a Samoan drop on Dean Ambrose. Brock Lesnar suplex Roman Reigns while he's doing the Samoan drop, so basically picking both men up. It was pretty cool thing for him to do. And then Roman Reigns spears him quite shortly after that, and then gets him in the Kimura lock after. No, sorry. Roman Reigns spears him. Brock Lesnar gets Roman Reigns in the Kimura lock after he speared him. So then Roman Reigns picks him up. Brock Lesnar is just in midair. Roman's holding him. Dean Ambrose comes in with a chair, starts beating Brock Lesnar with a chair. Beats Roman Reigns up with a chair. Brock Lesnar goes outside the ring because he's been beaten with a chair. Roman Reigns becomes Superman. Spears Dean Ambrose. And Dean Ambrose gets pinned 1, 2, 3. And then that's the end. Roman Reigns is going to WrestleMania to face Triple H. I think this was really predictable. I didn't really want it to go down that way, but it went that way anyway. So that was a bit annoying, really. I didn't really want Dean Ambrose to lose, but I suppose they put him in there just so someone could get pinned. Also, you have Triple H coming down after the match to just stare off with Roman Reigns and hold the title and kind of gloat as in this is the match at WrestleMania, just to showcase the main event. But other than that, I think it was a pretty solid pay-per-view. If I was to give it a rating out of 10, I'd probably give it a 7 or an 8. I think it was a pretty good pretty good show, personally. It just felt a bit fillery because WrestleMania is just around the corner and like they're trying to do the build-up. So other than that, I think it was a brilliant pay-per-view. Please like this video and subscribe, and peace out.